Swagatam and welcome back to ffbmd computer learning course, that is learning computer by seeing the natural beautiful sights of Indian village. And here you see the natural sights of this Indian village, and you get pleasant in your mind and peace and pleasant in your mind after seeing such type of natural and greeny sights of this village. In the previous lecture, we learn about the uh, creation of database, and we learned that creation of a database takes 3 steps. That is defining its structure, which is known as a schema, and then designing forms, also called custom screens, and the last one process is entering data into it. And in the same lecture we learn about a schema and designing forms, and now in this lecture we will see how to enter data into a database. So let's start. So here, entering a data in this topic, what this topic says about entering a data. After a designer complete designing the forms of a database, the database is ready for entry of data. User enters data in the database one record at a time. To enter data, a user is use a command that calls up and displays appropriate form with blank fields. The user then keys in data for each field in its respective space. In this manner, the user enters data for first record and then for second record, and so on. Most database systems again assign a serial number to each record automatically when the user entered the record. Usually a user can use tab or enter key to move to next field while entering data. While entering data in the form, pressing enter or tab key in last field of the form saves the record in database and moves to a new blank form for next record's data entry. In addition to using the tab or enter key to move forward through fields, the user can directly go to any field on the form by clicking on it with mouse. So this is the method to enter a data into database. Now we will talk about viewing, modifying, deleting and adding records. So let's know how this is done. So जय सीताराम, जय सीताराम, जय सीताराम, जय संकट मोचन हनुमान, जय संकट मोचन हनुमान, जय संकट मोचन हनुमान. ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय. Now I would talk about the viewing, modifying, adding records and deleting it. So let's see this. All database system provides command to add, delete, view or modify records of a database. Command for viewing a record enables a user to display data in various fields of a record in same screen format as that of the form of data entry. Data entry. A user selects a record for viewing by specifying its key field value. Usually database system also provides flexibility to users to move between records for viewing different records. such as go to first record or go to previous record or go to next record and go to last record. Many database systems also provide facility to set up filters which allow user to browse through and view those records only that meet some criterion. For example, in an employee database which a user can create by using the form, if the user wants to view records of female employees only, the user can set a filter for sex field and the system will display only record containing F in that field. Note that while a filter is set, the user cannot access records that do not meet the filter criteria. Filter provides a quick and convenient way to narrow down the number of records with which users have to work. Command for deleting a record enables a user to remove records from a database. To delete a record, a user first selects the record either by specifying its key field value or by using the facility to move between. Move between records just as is done in the case of viewing a record. The user then uses delete command to delete the record. Most database systems prompt the user to confirm deletion of record before deleting it. This feature prevents deletion of a record by mistake. Now the command for modifying a record enables a user to not only view but also update data in various fields of a record. To modify a content of a field of a record, the user first displays the record, then uses the mouse to position the cursor in the field at the character position where he wants to perform editing, and then edits the content of the field. Similarly, the user can edit data in any other field of record. Finally, the user presses enter key for change to take effect. Some database system may prompt the user to confirm the change made before effecting the change and allowing the user to move to another record. Next, the command for adding. Next, the command for adding a record enables a user to add new record to the database. When a user enables this command, the system displays a blank form and waits for the user to enter data. The user then keys in data for each field in its respective space. After keying data in the last field, the user presses enter or tab key finally to save the record. On doing this, the system displays a new blank form for next record's data entry. If the user does not want to add any more records, he/she uses the mouse to select the option to terminate the process for adding new records. So these are the methods for adding, deleting, modifying and viewing the records in a database. Now see the how to search the desired information in a database, that is searching for desired information. So let's start this. A database management system enables its user to search for desired information quickly and easily from large volume of data in database. Modern database systems commonly support the following feature for this. like finding command, query language, and query by example, abbreviated as capqbe. These features are, let's discuss these features one by one. So discussing this feature, first I would like to talk about the find command. In find command, this command is for simple database queries like searching for records having a particular string pattern in a field. For example, an employee database which a user can create by using the form. The user can use find command to list records of all employees whose last name is Kinaha. Similarly, the user may use this command to list record of all employees who belong to the city of Sursand. To use find, a user has to type the string pattern that is interested in and then has to indicate which field to search in. For instance, in the example above, the user has to type Kinaha and indicate to the system to search this string in the last name field. The user can specify either a single field or all fields to search. User cannot use find command for creating an elaborate set of criteria for complex queries. Furthermore, find command can operate on one table only at a time, and user cannot save a specified criteria for future use. Now the next topic is query language. For handling complex queries, all database systems support a query language. Most of this query language conform to the SQL standard. In SQL, a user has to specify criteria for search along with the fields and table with which to work. User can build criteria for search by using relational operators, that is equal, greater than, smaller than, etc., and combination of these operators, and logical operators like cap and cap or and cap not. For example, a structured query language query to list names of all employees whose last name start with S who belong to Sitamarhi and whose age is more than 40 years looks like this. Cap select open bracket last name close bracket comma cap select bracket cap open bracket first name close bracket comma open bracket cap middle name close bracket. Next cap from employee. Next cap where open bracket last name close bracket equal cap s and cap city equals Sitamarhi and cap age greater than 40 etc. The keywords select, from, and where tell a structured query language engine how to interpret each part of the query statement. Select keywords tells a structured query language which fields to display for record that match the criteria. From keyword tells SQL which tables to work with, and where keyword tells SQL the criteria for selecting record, that is search criteria. This, SQ, this SQL query uses bracket around some field names because these field names contain spaces and bracket help the database to interpret each field name correctly. Even a non-programmer can learn and use a query language easily because complexity of a query language statements less or more or less of same order as the above structured query language statement. Furthermore, a query language uses a few keywords only that are easy to remember and use. In fact, a structured query language has a few dozen or so basic keywords only. Other advantages of a query language are that a user can use it for creating a query statement for an elaborate set for criteria for complex queries. It can operate on multiple tables at a time and user can save a specified criteria for future use. Now let's know about the query by example, that is abbreviated as QBE. Although query by example Although query languages are easy to learn and use, many database developers further simplify the job of specifying search criteria. For this, they provide a simple user interface called front end to a query language. A database user specifies facts about a query by using this interface, and a query language builder composes query language statement automatically from the fact. Usually, front end consists of a form called capqbe and a user specifies a search criteria by simply imputing values into the fields of this form. The user may input values either by typing them or selecting an option from a set of options available for field. A QBE, that is query by example, form collects all information from a user for composing query language statement for a search criteria. Once the user completes the query by example form, query by example engine converts user input automatically into suitable query language statement for searching process. This font in feature called query by example QBE relieves users from remembering query language keywords and using them with correct syntax to form queries. It is very useful for many database users, especially for beginners. Now let's see how to create a report or creating a report. A user of a database system can use report generator to create a report for assembling output of database query in desired format. For this, the user specifies the layout of various fields in the report. The user can also specify titles and subtitles for the report, column headings for various fields, and other elements to make the report more presentable. Furthermore, the user can specify sorting parameters to obtain sorted output with respect to one or more fields in the report. When sorting is on more than one field, the user has to specify the primary, secondary, and tertiary key fields. A user can save a report and use it later for generating similar reports whenever required. Consider a sample output of a report. It is created for an employee database whose data entry form is in the entry form is like as shown. The report displays or prints a list of employees who belong to the city of Sursand. It contains last name, first name, address 1, address 2, and telephone number of all such employees. It is sorted in alphabetical order on last name for employees. Many database developers further simplify the job of database users by creating commonly anticipated reports, sorting them, storing anticipated report, storing them, and providing a simple graphical user interface to select from available report. In this case, a user has to select one of the reports from available option while outputting query results. In this case, a user has to select one of the reports from available option while outputting query results. A user need to create a new report only when none of the available option meets his requirement. The user can add newly created report to the list of available options for future use. Next, for consider a see, let's discuss a database of employee who belong to Susan. That is, in the first column last name, second column first names, third column address 1, fourth column contains address 2, and lastly it contains phone number. Like Gupta, last name Gupta, and first name Kajib, and address 813 Nandan 1, Banauli Road. Telephone number may be any in digital form like 12946 etc. Next name is the last name Jurli, first name Tapan, address uh, B16 Chandpur Nagar, address to Kasan Road, and telephone number may be anything. So similarly will be several like Pande, Rena, Jena, Bena, Kena, etc. There will be several names and there will be several titles, and this will be a database of. This is a report, simple output of report to generate a list of employees who belong to Sursan town, and it is sorted in alphabetical order or on last name of employees. So with this and one information I would like to tell you that the village of people or farmers of this village uses several farming AI tool to grow their crops like pigeon farming AI tool, uh, Leo AI farming tool, and uh, rabbit AI farming tool, deer AI farming tool, goat AI farming tool, and there are several tools. Every farmers use their own farming tool to grow their uh, crops in this village. They like AI tools to use in the field. So with this, I would like to end this lecture here, and before ending it, again I like to pray the God. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. श्री सीताराम 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 जय सीताराम सीताराम जय बजरंगबली जय संकट मोचन हनुमान जय संकट मोचन हनुमान.